Business news now, and Indian products are leading in global markets, that too in previously unknown segments. Sakshi Bajaj tells us how several Make in India products are taking the world by storm.
India's homegrown excellence is taking center stage and not only reshaping how the world eyes India now, but also driving global markets. Frozen French fries, once synonymous with Western markets, are now made in India and exported worldwide after policies and initiatives taken by the Modi government. Believe it or not, in the mid-2000s, India's imports of frozen French fries were over 5,000 tons annually. This peaked to 7,863 tons in 2010 and 11. However, in 2023-24, India exported 1,35,877 tons of French fries, valued at 1,478 crore rupees, reaching markets in Southeast Asia, the Middle East, Japan, and Taiwan. Economists believe India's efforts are shining in the most unlikely or unexpected sectors, and that showcases India is emerging from a dependent nation to now a self-reliant Atmanirbhar one. India is not only producing domestically, but also driving global markets as an export leader.
There was a time when India was importing food grains just to avoid starvation in its population. But today, India is an export leader in global markets. Exports account for nearly a fifth of our GDP, and we found success in the unlikeliest of places. The Apple iPhone is a massive success story, with India exporting nearly 1 lakh crore worth of Apple iPhones in 2024. Companies like Citroën are coming and manufacturing their electric vehicles in India. And we've also found success in the food industry, with French fries and Indian coffee being recognized, made in India, and exported to so many markets across the world. India today emerging as an export leader in its own right.
India's coffee industry also witnessed remarkable growth, with exports nearly doubling over the last 4 years, positioning India as the 7th largest coffee producer in the world and making Indian coffee a favorite across international borders. And this spectacular turnaround is not just restricted to French fries or coffee. American multinational and tech giant Apple Inc. has exported iPhones worth over 1 lakh crore from India, marking a record-breaking achievement due to the government's production-linked incentive scheme. The value of India's iPhone exports jumped 42% in just 1 year, rising from $9 billion in 2023 to $12.8 billion in 2024. Domestic production of iPhones also grew by nearly 46%.
In 2015, which is about 10 years ago, the total export of mobile phones from India was only about $15 million. And from there, we have reached a stage where we have almost $15 billion of exports of mobile phones happening from India. That's almost 1,000 times increase of mobile phone exports from India. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're now manufacturing $50 billion worth of mobile phones in India, which means that we have literally replaced most of the imports of mobile phones that was happening in India. In addition, if you look at the total exports of electronics, that's $30 billion from India, which is humongous, and half of it is mobile phones. But also it underlines the situation in 2015 where the electronic import bill was going to cross the oil import bill. And now the tables have turned. We are exporting more of mobile phones than amount of oil that we are importing. That's a significant change that has happened, fueled and driven by positive government policies. And I hope that gets replicated across all sectors.
What highlights India's homegrown excellence further is French multinational firm Citroën not only beginning operations in India, but also exporting its made-in-India electric vehicles to the entire world. And India's automobile industry has achieved another milestone with Maruti's Fronx SUV success in the Japanese market, showcasing not only manufacturing in India, but also exporting made in India cars to the Japanese market itself. This is clearly India's moment of reckoning, and the spotlight is on how and when the nation can scale this momentum even further. Sakshi Bajaj for NDTV.